boys and girls, we're going to do a fun Halloween craft after we read our Halloween story, The Itsy Bitsy Spider. You probably have all heard the song, The Itsy Bitsy Spider, but you might not have ever read the story, so I'm excited to read it to you. The craft we're going to do together, you need some supplies for your craft. So the first thing you need is you either need a paper plate. I used a small paper plate. You can use a large paper plate. Or you can use a white piece of paper and make a circle. If you do that, then you'll need a black marker or a black crayon or something to color it with. The next thing you're going to need is you're going to need scissors and glue. And if you don't have a glue stick or white glue, you can always use tape even to tape your spider's legs. And the next thing you're going to need is a piece of paper. You can use any color construction paper you want, or if you just have plain white paper, you can even color it a certain color. Okay, so those are the supplies we need to do our craft. So we're going to do our craft after we read our story, The Itsy Bitsy Spider. So I want you to turn your listening ears on because we're going to listen for rhyming words in the story. Ready? The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Okay, let's stop and think. I heard spout and I heard out. Those words rhyme. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again. Up on the rooftop, the little spider found a nice sunny spot high above the ground. Okay, let's stop and think. Say the word found. Now say the word ground. Those words rhyme. Okay, what do you think the spider's going to do now? She's on top of the roof and there's a nice sunny spot. Let's put our thinking caps on and think about what she's going to do next. Well, she cleaned up the roof and she cleared the leaves away. Then she put down her things and decided that she'd stay. Okay, let's stop and think. Say the word away, stay. Those words rhyme. What do you think she's going to do up there, though? She's staying, but what is she going to stay? Is she going to clean all day? Is she going to work all day? I don't know. She has some tools here. Let's find out what she's going to do. The itsy bitsy spider worked hard all day long, making a home that was beautiful and strong. Let's stop and think. Say long, strong. Those words rhyme. What kind of a home is she making? She's making a spider web, it looks like. All right, let's find out what's going to happen next. She spun a silky web, but just as she was done, oh no, what's going to happen, boys and girls? Uh-oh, the clouds grew dark with rain and covered up the sun. Say done, sun. Those words rhyme. Okay, boys and girls, when you see dark clouds like this covering up the sun, what do you think is going to happen? If you said rain, I think you might be right. Oh no, the itsy bitsy spider gazed at the sky and then she felt the first cold raindrop. Oh no, not again. I can't believe this happened to her again. Wait, but the itsy bitsy spider wasn't one bit scared. Why wasn't she one bit scared, boys and girls? Stop and think. Well, this time, the spider had climbed the spout prepared. I heard two more rhyming words. Say scared, prepared. Those are really big words, but they rhyme. And what did she use to climb? She used her spider web. That's right. And that's the end of our story. I hope you liked our story, The Itsy Bitsy Spider. Now we get to make our own Itsy Bitsy Spider. Okay, so let's look over here at my art easel. I'm going to put mine up here because I already started my craft for you. Now, remember when I told you that you can use a paper plate for this craft, or if you just want to cut out a circle on a white piece of paper, you would need to color your circle black. And why are we coloring the circle black? Because this is the spider's body. So I colored in all those white spots. Okay, now what did I make over here on the sides? What are those? Those are the spider's legs. And how many legs does a spider have? Do you know? Okay, you might know, but I think we should count anyway. Let's go ahead and get our pointer finger and count how many legs a spider has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 legs. What shape does the spider's legs look like? I think it looks like a rectangle. And remember our friend Ricky Rectangle. Ricky Rectangle. Don't get me wrong, 2 sides short and 2 sides long. So I'm going to put my piece of paper. This is where you need your piece of paper now. And I'm going to make a rectangle on my piece of paper. So I'm going to make 2 sides short and 2 sides long. There's my rectangle. Now, do I only need to make 1 rectangle? No, I need to make 8 rectangles because the spider has 8 legs, right? Okay, well, I already made my 8 rectangles and cut them out. So if you need to pause the video and make your 8 rectangles, go ahead and do that now. If you're done making your rectangles, now is when we need our scissors. And remember, if you need a grown-up to help you, show you how to hold your scissors, have a grown-up help you, okay? Look at Mrs. Meekin and how I'm holding my scissors. Do you see my thumb? And my other fingers are in the other hole of my scissors. So I don't want to hold my scissors like this, right? That's not a good way to hold your scissors. We want to hold our scissors like this. So I'm going to cut my rectangle out with my scissors. Remember, you're going to cut 8 rectangles. Okay, I think I did a good job cutting my rectangle out. What do you think? All right, boys and girls, if you need to pause the video and cut your rectangles out, you can do that now. So the next thing we want to do is, how did I get my 8 spider legs on my spider's body? Well, I had to glue them, right? So this is where we need our glue. So I'm using a glue stick. You might use white glue, or remember I told you if you don't have glue, you can use tape. So I'm going to put my rectangle right here on my artboard. I'm going to show you how we use a glue stick. Now remember, we don't want to go like this and turn it and turn it and turn it a bunch of times. We don't want to do that because what will happen is your glue stick will break. So I'm just turning it one time, and I'm going to make 1 circle right at the end of my piece of purple paper. Okay, now I'm going to take my spider's body and I'm going to put my glue right here on the back of my spider's body. And I'm going to hold my finger here, my thumb here, my finger here, and I'm going to hold it in. I'm going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to let go and see if it's stuck. It did. Okay, so now you're going to do exactly what I just did, but you're going to glue all 8 of your legs on your spider. Now look, boys and girls, I put 4 legs on this side of the spider and 4 legs on the other side of the spider. So you can do it just like I did. Okay, well, the next thing, we have 2 more things to do to finish up our spider. So our spider probably could use some eyes. What do you think? A good thing to use for your eyes. Now I might use a yellow marker. And it's kind of hard to see, but you could see it a little bit. A really good thing to use would be a white crayon. If you had a white crayon, you could make 2 circles for the spider's eyes. Some of you might even have wiggly eyes or googly eyes that you got at the store. That would be really good too. Okay, now my spider legs, I don't know, they looked kind of boring. So I wanted to write some things on there. So what are we learning in kindergarten? Well, we're learning a lot of letters, we're learning a lot of numbers, and we're also learning a lot of sight words. So I wrote my sight words on my spider's legs. You can practice writing your sight words on your spider's legs too. The first word I wrote was I. The second word I wrote was like, L-I-K-E. What word are we learning this week? We're learning the word the, T-H-E. So I wrote I like the on my spider's legs. Now I have all these legs that I still have to. All right, boys and girls, we're almost done with our spider. So we wrote the words I, like, and the. Now we can fill up the rest of our spider's legs with any words we want. You could even write your name because we are practicing writing our name too. You might want to write numbers on your spider's legs. We could write the number 1, the number 2, the number 3, and the number 4. And on this last little leg, I might write my name on my last leg. I'm going to write my name, Mrs. Meekin, but you write your name or anything you want, boys and girls. Well, I hope you liked our story, The Itsy Bitsy Spider, and our Itsy Bitsy Spider craft.